All right, good morning, guys. Melissa here. I want to talk a minute about a few things. Yes, I always play with my hair. People are like, your hair is so beautiful and thick, Melissa. Anyways, this is how I keep it healthy, guys. I play with it and I take good care of it. I'm always making sure any knots I have are out. So, I want to talk about rebuilding your family. So, when you have grandparents who attack your marriage and then try to be good to your kids or just want a relationship with your kids, it doesn't work because they see that. They see the grandparents tearing down your marriage, right? And it catches up to them. So, when I was growing up, my mom was always like, well, you know, at least my mom, was always good to you. And yes, she was, but when I got older, I saw how she was with my Uncle Bill and everybody. And you are better off stepping back and focusing on that relationship with your own kids. Because obviously there is a problem. So, like, my husband's parents were always attacking not just me, but him and our marriage. And that makes for pretty crappy grandparents. It really does. So, as you see other people, who have grandparents who just adore their grandkids and they have a great relationship with them and everything, that is how it's supposed to be. When you see a father leave his sons and leave them the pain of father hunger, it is pretty destructive, right? So for me, when I've seen things recently, the very negative effects of, my husband leaving and hurting his sons deeply, not just me. I mean, I can forgive him for me. It's much harder to forgive somebody for what they do to your own kids, right? That is very hard. I was talking to a woman yesterday who's like, oh yeah, your husband went through a midlife crisis. And then last week I was talking to someone who said, I would never forgive him for hurting your kids. I would never forgive him for that. So, scripture talks about this too. The people who go around like that, who intentionally, have chosen to just, you know, hate one another, be mean to one another, are evil beasts. And that's pretty much the way it is. So when you have a husband